Have you ever watched God rearrange a room without moving you? Tonight, we're still in the book of Esther. And what happens when the king can't sleep? Bernice Tallfarrell Patrick here. Welcome to the Psalm 42 Gathering Place in the Deep Call movement. Last week, we continued with Esther. While Esther waited with wisdom, she did not react emotionally. She did not expose Haman prematurely. She allowed God to deal with the enemy within before confronting the enemy outside. Now we see what happens when heaven moves. The king couldn't sleep. That's not insomnia. That's providence. God will interrupt someone else's peace to protect your purpose. Amen. Haman was plotting, Mordecai was unaware, and Esther was waiting. But God was working. The turning point in your life may begin in a place you don't even see. You don't have to fight every battle. Some reversals happen while you are asleep. The king reads the records and discovers Mordecai was never awarded or rewarded for saving his life by reporting the plot by his very own men to unalive him. Now, this is crucial. See, Mordecai did not complain because he wasn't recognized. Mordecai did not demand recognition. Mordecai did not campaign for honor. But heaven kept the receipt. There are things that you have done in obedience that may feel forgotten. They're not forgotten. They're being recorded. You may not be celebrated yet, but you are documented. When the king asked Haman, what should be done for the man the king delights to honor? Haman assumes it's about him. See, that's what pride will do. Pride hears opportunity and immediately inserts itself. So Haman's plans include the king's robe, the king's horse, and a public parade. He builds a ceremony in his own mind, thinking it's all about him. But it wasn't for him. This is deep. Sometimes the humiliation of pride is built into his own imagination. Haman had a plan for Mordecai's promotion. The enemy planned the victory celebration. After publicly honoring Haman, Haman rushed home, devastated. Why? Because pride cannot celebrate someone else's elevation. Even though he still had his position, he still had access, he still had influence. None of it satisfied him, though. Let me make this practical because I'm a life coach. If someone else's success ruins your peace, you were never content in your own position anyway. This is the enemy within, and God will expose it before he deals with the enemy outside. Haman builds a very high gallows for Mordecai, 75 feet. And notice this, the structure built to destroy Mordecai became the instrument of Haman's own end. This is spiritual law. What you build in pride becomes the height of your fall. You don't have to avenge yourself, and you don't have to construct revenge. God has a way of reversing structures. So now the time comes when Esther finally responds to the king's question. What is your request? What is it you desire? It shall be given to you. Up to half the kingdom, it shall be granted. Her response, grant me my life. This is my petition. Spare my people. This is my request. Notice what she asked for. She does not ask for status. She does not ask for power. She does not ask for revenge. She asks for life. Now that is maturity. When you've grown spiritually, you stop fighting for ego and start interceding for preservation. This chapter teaches three major spiritual truths. Number one, God works in unseen spaces. Your silence is not stagnation. Your waiting is not weakness. Number two, pride self-destructs. You don't need to expose everyone. Some people reveal themselves. And number three, vindication does not require manipulation. Esther did not manipulate, and Mordecai did not scheme. God just orchestrated. That's all. So let me ask you, where have you been waiting quietly thinking nothing is happening? Is there any area where pride is distorting your perception, your view of how things really are? And number three, have you ever mistaken delay for denial? And lastly, what gallows have you seen people build that may be reversed? Let me give these steps because remember, I'm a life coach. Life coaches focus on self awareness. That's how you get free. Step one, stay postured. Keep your cool. Do not rush exposure. Number two, guard your heart because bitterness will ruin your moment of vindication. And number three, trust the records. If God called you, just trust and believe. He remembers you. And last but not least, let God reverse it. You don't need to correct every narrative. Let people talk. Let people do what they do. That's not your problem. I'll leave you with these statements. You take whatever resonates with your spirit best. Sometimes God will let your enemy announce your promotion. Yes, he will. The very thing built to destroy you may be the stage God uses to elevate you. And last but not least, when heaven decides to reverse it, no one can stop it. This is not just a story. This is divine timing. This is exposure. This is reversal. This is vindication without striving. You are standing at the threshold of destiny. Are you crossing or not? When deep calls unto deep, heaven is announcing that your season of release has come. Until next time, God bless you.